Here we go. We're going to go with the Kansas City Chiefs today. Projected Madden 15 NFL ratings. Start off with the quarterback, Alex Smith. You know, there's no reason not to start unless you want to start Aaron Murray in a franchise just because he's a young guy. And Alex Smith, you know, his deal is not that long. So you might not be able to sign him if you want to be on that direct. But online, there is no reason not to start Alex Smith. He's the most accurate of the quarterbacks. He's the fastest of the quarterback. And he's a proven winner for the last 3 years. I mean, it doesn't really affect Madden, but there's no reason not to start Alex Smith. Jamal Charles, same thing. No reason not to start him. Fastest guy. You know, he's the best guy on the Kansas City's, backfield. So, I mean, you got D'Anthony Thomas and Niall Davis with some speed, so you got some youth here. But, again, online you're starting Jamal Charles. I don't see why you wouldn't start him because he is, overall-wise the best player on this team, especially the best offensive player. So, a franchise, you would start him. Not really any reason to. If you want to start, fine, D'Anthony Thomas is the second guy, but not. I wouldn't start him first. You got one of the best backs in the league. Fullback, Anthony Sherman. 90 overall, man, NFL 15. So, one of the best in the league. And so let's go to the wide receivers. They're good here. I mean, top two guys you are going to start, fastest guy, and you got your highest overall guy. Best catching traffic, stuff like that. So you want to start these two. Third guy is kind of tough because Kyle Williams more special teams. AJ Jenkins you might want to start there, but and then you get some young guys. You might start a franchise over those guys, but if you're going to start an online game between Jenkins and Williams, and you look at it. I mean, you want to start Williams. He's just a better catcher, in real life. I think you'd rather have Jenkins as a receiver, but I would leave it as it is pretty much for an online game at least. Here, Kelsey I would start if you're doing a franchise, but even online maybe you want to just to get some speed there. But Fasano's a better catcher and all that. That's completely up to you though. So. Because Travis Kelce did get an injury, missed all last year as a rookie. So this is technically his first year you will see him playing. Hopefully in the regular season, if he doesn't get hurt. But he could be a good tight end in this league. He just has to prove it. And then line, Eric Fisher's on the left tackle. He's a first round overall pick in the 2013 draft. So just starting him. Again, this line isn't great. It's pretty bad, actually. But you got Jamal Charles, so hopefully you can offset that. But passing, it's kind of hard to, protect Alex Smith, though. Let's go to the defense, though. Again, I would start Bailey, just the speed. I think he's just, 61 speed. You got 14 speed there, but I would start Bailey. Plus, he's younger. Even on my game. Vito here, start him. If you're doing a 4-3, I would kick him to the defensive tackle and move Mike Catapano right there as the end. If you don't want to do that, then you could also move your linebacker, either Ali or Justin Houston, to that spot. But otherwise, you kind of just want to leave it as it is because they don't have a second defense tackle really. So I would just leave it as it is. Playing 4-3, then find kick DeVito in and move Mike to the right end. I mean, he is a right end, but put him as your starter. Unless you really want to put one of your best linebackers there, you could. But then you really got nothing behind him. Maybe start Martin with the speed at this linebacker. Probably going to do that. But you got one of the best linebacking cores in the league. At least, the main three. And online, you're going to leave it him, Joe Mays. And maybe you just the speed, but I would just leave it Joe Mays. He's just a way better overall player. and an Ali D4. You also could do this. You could leave, if you want to move Ali to the defensive, or you can move him to the defensive end. Because, you know, he's a good pass rusher. So you could also move him to an end. And, or, you know, just instead of, if you were doing a fourth way, you move DeVito and leave him as your end. Either way, you have many options with this team. Corner, though, you are going to, it's really hard. You want some speed, you should put, I would make Owens your fifth corner, maybe, just because of the speed. You maybe put Van Dyke as second, Gaines as your third, and Marcus Cooper as your fourth. Doing a franchise, maybe you don't put Van Dyke, but, I mean, I would not, Owens is one of the older corners on this team, and even if you want to fill games over Van Dyke, you could, just because he's younger in a franchise, though. Otherwise, Van Dyke, you kind of want to use him because it's just great speed for your defense. Safeties, I would start Ron Parker with the speed, and even a franchise, and then we would leave Abdul as a backup. And then you get Eric Berry here, and Sanders Cummins, you could also use him if you want. Nice backup with his speed, but you don't. There's not really a reason to start him. Kicker, suck up, you know, okay. Doesn't have a great leg. Punter, again, okay. Well, let's talk about the Chiefs overall. They're 87, landed Madden NFL 25, and Madden NFL 15. I think probably an 86 would be good. I think in real life, I don't think this team's as good as they were. I don't know if they even get 9 wins. I'm saying 8-8 because, you know, the line I don't see as good as last year. Lost Brandon Albert. Defense, it was actually a poor defense, even though they started great at the beginning of the season. You know, they had an easy schedule, most people would say, but, you know, they beat the teams, every NFL team's a challenge, and they started 9-0, but I just don't see, they have the Chargers and Broncos in the division, and the Raiders are getting a little bit better, so, I just see it as that. Thanks for watching, subscribe, hit the like button, and thanks for watching, and bye.